just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Oh, but this one bounces out of bounds, so in the end, no gain on the play. Looking for his wide receiver there, and that makes it 2nd and long.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend, and that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
This one will not connect. That's incomplete. They are testing this coverage on the opening drive, but it's holding up so far. 3rd down.
He was covered by Travis Hunter.
Here we go. 11.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Hey, check that. Let's go.
The first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
It's 2nd and inches.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Now they send them back in motion right. This is Jeanty on 2nd. Take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Come on, let's go.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. On the return, here's Gibson. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
All right.
2nd down, looking for options. That one's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Commanders 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tony.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
43-yard line.
118.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. Only worth it a couple yards past the line. Dropped by the first defender taken in this year's NFL draft. That was Abdul Carter.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. It's caught by Wilson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
A toss snap to Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
On second down, Robinson. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Oh, ready?
Stroud. He has the first over the middle. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He's trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's brought down at the line. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go.
Stroud off of play action. Able to find Strange here. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard
Here we go.
line.
Robinson on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Thibodeau on the tackle.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Lions.
On the tweak, right?
12-yard line.
South.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points.
Oh,
To the air, Stroud. That one connects. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuck in the run.
Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like it.
This is cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now with Daniels. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jeanty. He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. We'll give left side to Jeanty. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Man in motion, headed right. He gives here to the motion man. And he'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Firing quickly at the line, Daniels. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Even 5 on the play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Daniels now on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he nearly gets him another 1st down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down. 24-yard gain on the play.
Drop that plate. Here we go. Here we go.
And off to Jeanty. Has some room to work. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a gain of 21.
They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Stroud off the play fake. Completed to his running back. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. So it's going to be 2nd and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Moving right, airs it out down the sideline.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Only 2 yards to the marker. They're going for it here on 4th.
Here we go. 18.
Stroud's going to throw for it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On the jump.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He's got a Emeka Egbuka. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Lions have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hop 70. Hop 60 Eagles.
Play fake here. Daniels bails out of the pocket quick. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
On the left is Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The Commanders take a timeout. So they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. 3rd and long for him here. Throw left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running in the red zone. He will not score, but that does set him up wrong with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and goal, Detroit.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Let go.
Genty can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Again, here's Genty. These last 2 snaps will force this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Okay,
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal.
let's go. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's got it. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters into his own hands.
Finds Hunter downfield. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
On third down, Genty. He's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it first and goal.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. For the extra point, here's Smith.
The kicker on for the point after.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead.
Commander is 7.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. On the return, here's Gibson. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Gibson on the return. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Hauled in by Myers. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Here's a give to Robinson. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Here we go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Bannon has it. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10.
Here we go.
39-yard line.
First down, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Bijan Robinson that time out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. Off the play action, here's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Going on third down, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the gap closes to 14 points.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's Duvernay on the return. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Daniels setting up the play action. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. That is batted away up front. Throw doesn't even get beyond the line. Thanks to a well-timed swat there. They're going to face 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Come on. Hey.
Running back sent in motion.
1st down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Now, here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, it's headed the other way.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Running back sent in motion left. 3rd and 1, Daniels. That's caught, so this is Loveland. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. And that goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Unlock Lions.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Giving this to Genty. He'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
60 Bobcat. Stephanie. Bronco 80.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one, and they've got the football too. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
To throw, Daniels. Brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They go with a design keeper. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions make it a 3-score game in the fourth.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this other than simply splendid?
That one right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10. Here's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40.
That's good for Washington. First down.
Stroud throwing here on first. That's grabbed inside the 30. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
24-yard line.
Stroud completes it quick. And this one does not go far. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's second and 8 at the 22.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Tony.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game.
Commanders 17. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit first down. All set to go now from the 35.
And the Lions first down.
Daniels from the pistol. Brought in by his back here. It's Shensi. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Lions have a first down. Sets them up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
First down, Lions.
Caught by his back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Again, Daniels to the air. Near the goal line. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Commanders, 17.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. On the return, here's Gibson. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jonte Barron has it. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Detroit. Defense getting in on the front, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
On the return, here's Gibson. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, Washington takes over first and 10. At their own
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Oh, hey.
Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35.
14 yards.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Commanders, first down.
On the quick, right?
First and 10. At
To the air, Stroud. This is complete, downfield to Smith. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Washington first
Tried to
down.
throw on first down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
On the coverage.
What? 118.
Here's Stroud again. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
How? Why Tony? 118. What's that?
Throwing on third down, Stroud. And they knock away another one. Three straight passes, Brock, failing to connect. That brings us to fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Here we go. Hey, uno.
Desperation time here. That's Smith on the slant. And he won't make the marker. When they rally to him in time, that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
First play is going to be again to Genty. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that is good for Detroit first down.
All right, Kate, little confession time. And you know what they say, confession, good for the soul, bad for the reputation. I think my most negative grades carrying out fakes were on toss plays like that. Because you toss it, you know it's going for a big play, and all you want to do is watch it and not carry out your fake.
Come on, come on.
They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going there.
A little while, every once in a while, I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that, it just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Lions keep running away with this.
The kicker on for the extra point.
So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. Heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. This one left for Daniels. So the Lions get the win on the road. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions. As with that, we sign off from D.C.